everybody. Hey, everybody.
We are running out of time. What are you going to do with the time you have left? I say that if you don't reposition yourself, you could miss the best time in your life, in this season of life. Because we have got to change the way we think. We have got to change the way we function. We have got to change the way we deal with issues. And the reason that you have to begin to reposition the way you think and the way you function and the way you feel is that we many times are stuck between the lines of limited thinking and limited people and limited ideas and limited philosophies. And there's something creative down inside of you saying, let there be. You need to walk into a situation where you've been locked up and tied up and tangled up and say, let there be light, let there be healing, let there be books, let there be change in this city. You have tried 4 or 5 or 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different things. Each you worked on 90 days or so and then said it doesn't work. How can you be a leader with a 90-day test? Of course it didn't work. You didn't stick to it long enough. You didn't fight hard enough. You didn't do what it took to win. And rather than to correct it and get it right, you walked away from it and tried something else. And for the last 10, 15 years of your life, you've been on the run from one thing to the next thing to the next thing, trying to make all this stuff work. Stop it. Stand still. You have to have the courage to live with the pressure and the criticism. New levels bring new devils. You have to be tough. You have to be tough to be able to stand it. It's tough for keeping your kids encouraged while you secretly worried to death yourself. It's tough for getting ready for a birthday and don't have a birthday gift. It's tough of not being able to get the light bill paid and the water bill paid. It's tough. But what do we do with these moments? Do we just have them and go back home and wait for the next one? Almost like junkies getting a fix or smokers smoking a cigarette? Are we just habitually addicted to moments without being able to take them that moment and use it strategically to do something in our lives? You do not have to accept it the way it is. Somewhere down inside of you, there is creativity. We've got to break out of the barriers and the limitations and get outside of the box. Something is about to happen in your life. You've got to take it one day at a time. And when you get to the end of the day, you say, I'm not finished, but I've done everything that I was supposed to do for that day, for that time, for that season. Your season is shifting. You will be able to do now in a way that you have never been able to do it before. You haven't sung your best song. You haven't preached your best sermon yet. You haven't thought your greatest thought. You haven't written down your greatest idea. You haven't dreamed your best dream. Baby, you haven't laughed your best laugh. You haven't had your greatest day yet. It's somewhere inside of you. You're a miracle looking for a place to happen. You have got all kinds of things locked up inside of you that are about to come forth for such a time as this. The time is right. The stage is set. The conditions are in order. And something awesome is about to happen in your life. Don't let anybody tell you you're too young. Don't let anybody tell you you're too old. Don't let anybody tell you you're fitted. Every day you wake up in the morning, it's a sign the best is yet to come. This is my moment, and I am determined to live it. The mind is the battleground. The fight is in your mind. Are you ready for the next level? What are you going to do with the time?
Good morning, everybody. We say welcome, good morning. My partner is a state trooper, guys. My partner is a state trooper. When I tell you she's a state trooper, she is a state trooper. Now she's trooping in ATL. She is trooping in ATL, so it's gonna be a little loud, it's gonna be a little noisy, but that's JoJo for us. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever your time zone is. This is your girl, your one and only Muku Oluma Agu, the lioness. She's here, and my partner is here. It's left for her to tell you who she is. I am coming live to you from Minneapolis, Minnesota, Brooklyn Park. I don't know where my partner coming from.
I am coming live from Atlanta, Georgia, okay? Whatever it takes to talk to my people, I will make it work. So let's do this, okay?
Let's do this. We're going to have a guest on later on. Rufus Divankan is going to come on to guest host along with us. So we say good morning, good afternoon, whatever your time zone is. We say, please, guys, share the live with your contacts. And this is a very important topic. This is strengthening. But before we start the topic, this is what I want to say to you guys. Yeah, let me pin this up here. I say congratulations to all our graduates out there, all our graduates, our brothers, our sisters, our children, parents. We say bravo. You did a damn good job. Tap yourself on the shoulders and say, oh, I did a good job. My children are graduating from high school, graduating from college. It's a blessing to raise kids in this country and be able to see them through high school, see them through colleges, even to our parents out there, our single mom, our single dad, our parents who are married, and, you know, my sisters who made it a duty and took that bold step to say, oh, I'm going to college. I'm going to learn something. I say, bravo to you. Education will take you everywhere. Whatever you want to go, the sky is the limit, guys. So we say congratulations. My partner gonna be going in and out. So, you know, you guys don't worry about it. Let's just talk. Let's just chat. Share the life if you can. We have a very important topic today. Now I'm going to put the topic up. We have a very important topic today, and this topic is actually trending. When I tell you this thing is trending, I first heard it on the breakfast show. the breakfast show. I heard this topic on the breakfast show, and then we've been hearing it on the internet everywhere. I have asked this. I think we have had this conversation before, maybe like a year or so ago. We had this conversation before, and I mean, it's strengthened. I first heard this conversation, and my partner was like, "Babe, let's talk about it." My partner finally decided to bring a topic. She said, "Let's talk about this." You mute, Jojo. You are mute. You mute yourself. I don't know why.
Yes, yes. I just don't want the outside noise to come
I
in
know,
my.
I know. So my partner like, Moko, you know what? Let's talk about this. This is strengthening, and this wouldn't be the end of this conversation. So why we talk about it? Let me sip on some Gatorade to repair my hydration this morning. Yes. So the topic here, this is it here. I'm gonna pin the topic right here so you guys can see this topic, y'all. Y'all don't forget now. Y'all share their life. I know it's barbecue time. Everybody is out there doing a little barbecue, getting ready for the little, this and that. This is the topic right there. It says it is right for you and your partner to split the bills 50-50 in the home. In a home. If so, do you consider that a partnership or a roommate? Should I say a roommate ship or what? Do you consider that a partnership? Hey, precious bar, welcome. Do you consider this as partnership or roommate ship? So this is the conversation. This is the topic. Join a precious welcome, sister. Welcome. Please share the live with your contact. Please invite your friends, your loved ones, and excuse me, come, let's have this conversation here. So yes, my partner is driving, so she will come on later on. And yeah, so everybody join the live broadcast, comment, tell me hi, who you are, where you viewing me from, in your time zone, what country you viewing me from. I would really like to know what country you are viewing me from, and I would really like to know your time zone as well. For me, I'm viewing you from the United States of America. I'm in the Midwest, Minnesota, and my time here is 9:09 a.m. in the morning. So, guys, don't hesitate to get involved in this conversation here. How Aline bless girl Kabatel say is roommate ship. Wait, me, I ready to argue with it here. Yeah, I just need to hear my partner on the story. So partner, I tell it to you because when I told the boy, I said come and see Jojo and Muku hitting here today. I don't know whose side she will be on, whose side she will not be on today. So if anybody out there who wants to come and be a part of the broadcast, let me know. I will bring you on. Come, let's do this thing. Partner, I turn it over to you while I mute myself.
So for me, I don't believe in a 50-50. Okay. I don't believe in 50-50. The first thing I look at is I believe that whatever the man makes, whatever the woman makes, the both should put it together. They should put everything, bring all incomes together and put it in there and pay the bills. But what I believe is like if we have allowance, but the woman have to say certain amount of money to take care of personal thing for her, and the man take care of personal thing for him, like hair and other thing. I feel like the woman should take more because the ladies got more things for them. So the ladies should take more to go and do spending on herself. Then on the other hand, if it had to be who would bring more, I always feel like that should never be 50-50. The man should, if anything, that we should put money together, man has to bring more. I feel like that's the way it should be. The man should always bring more than the woman. And that would make the man, you the man, you the head. You have to stand up. You have to stand up and do what you have to do. If we can put all the money together and do whatever, then you should stand up like the woman. I mean, like the man you are, the boss you are. We should it. I don't think it should ever be 50-50. I don't believe that. And now we're just talking about generally now, because we know some places the woman make the money and the man still. We're not just talking about that one. We're talking about when we're talking about real life in another way where it's a general thing. Yeah, I feel like that's how I believe. They should pour the money together and pay the bills. But when they say me spending money in the meantime, I think the woman should take more and the man take less. That's how I look at it. I know what you think.
For me, I don't even believe in this splitting bill 50-50 thing. I've never and I will never believe in it. One. All that thing that what you talking, man, woman must put money together, they must put income together, then they split the bill. That the same thing you talking about splitting bill. You know, the last time
Split
we're
the
on the
bills.
show,
The last
the
time
last
the
time we're
bill.
on the show, the last time we're on the show, one of our viewer came on. He was like, "Why women want to act like the Western world? Oh, you in the Western world, you want to act like the Western people. You want to be complaining." This is the time the men got to come now and tell us, say, why the men want to act like the people in the Western world by telling us
Mhm.
women to pay
You're right.
bills. Because when
Yes.
I was growing up, I never saw my mom paying bills in the house. When I was growing up, I never saw my mom leaving food money on the table or spending her own money for food. If she did that, maybe it was in secret. Okay, let's forget about my mom. Let's talk about my grandmother. Because this woman, I was around her almost every day, every time. I never saw my grandma taking money and going to the market and buying food to come and cook for the house for a whole week, right? What I saw my grandma do was, yes, even though she sold donuts, she fixed donuts, she sold donut and whatever to have extra income, but I watched my grandmother sit and wait for my grandfather to come home and bring food for her to cook. You listening to me? So why
Yeah.
now men who are
Yeah.
complaining about us paying bills 50-50 in the home that say, oh, women want to be westernized. So now me, I believe it. Me for me, so I even believe in women paying bills. But such is the case and such is the condition. But I will tell you, rent or mortgage or another pay it left for you because I grew up in a nation, I grew up in a country where the husband, the Bible says, the husband is the head of the home, the husband is to love his wife, the husband is to provide, the husband is the provider of the home. So that's why I saw growing up. So therefore, I don't believe in paying bills. But like I said, I'm in a nation, I'm in a country where I gotta pay bills. So I will decide. I choose to do what I want to do. I choose to do which one I want to pay. So for me, I don't believe it. If you say paying bills 50-50 in a home is okay, then you guys are roommates. Period. You guys are roommate. 50-50 woman will not respect the man. Of course. Not even respecting a man. Why should I be your wife if I have to pay? If the mortgage is 1,800, we have to split it into two. If the light bill is 300, I gotta bring 150. You bring 150. No. Okay. With us women now, we consider some of us we are considerate. Okay, some men are considerate as well. Okay, babe, I will pay the heavy bill, which is the mortgage. You understand? 99% of the time, the mortgage is aha. But guess what? Sometimes the little bills like the light bill, the heat bill, the water bill, the trash bill, it surpasses the rent or the mortgage. Right, Jojo? I can barely hear you, honey. You're muted.
Yes, I'm muted. Yeah, and you're right.
Mhm.
If a woman and a man working and they're going 50-50, and then the woman is responsible to take care of everything in the home, then why you the man? Why you the boss? If we're going to bring 50-50 and I'm going to cook,
Uh-huh.
I'm going to clean. No, that respect, no, the respect is gone. Respect is earned. You can say you're the man, you want to bring 50-50, and then you want me to cook for you want me to clean for you. It's not going to work. And that's what happening with a lot of our men. They think they're frustrated or they're mad, and they say the women are taking their ways or whatever. You want to share with me, or you want to come home, you can't even take a food from the cooker. You can't even make rice in the cooker. But when it comes to the bill, when it comes to the bills, then you want me to bring 50-50, but then you want to be the head of the home. You're not the head anymore. You just took away your power. And it is true. You want your power, you have to be it like it. You have to act like it. You have to walk like it. You have to speak like it. If you want me to bring 50-50, fine. You're going to cook your own food. You're going to clean your own self. You're going to help me. We're going to do everything with the kids.
Mhm.
Okay? But you want to be the hair, I will take you. Take the hair. Okay? But don't let me to bring 50-50. No. That's a
And
whole
let
mistake.
let 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 me say
To
this.
find a
Why am I
roommate.
echoing?
You need to find a roommate when you want to do your 50-50. You need to find a roommate. And then let's go over the fact now. You want us to do 50-50, but then you want to rub my body and F me up all night. That's no, 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 no. You need to find a roommate. Okay, you need to find a roommate. So when you're ready to have sex, you can go pay for your sex. Okay,
mhm.
you're not gonna no. Mm-mm.
So, all right, Stanley Karen say here, gender equality was asked for right. Now, the right is given to you women to what? To pay the bills? Is that all right? Is that all right, Stanley?
He got
Is
to
that what you're
explain
talking about?
himself. Don't put top and don't explain yourself. He got to explain himself.
Explain yourself, Stanley, because you said gender equality was asked for and it has been given to us. So therefore, that's why paying bills as a woman in a home is our right that has been given to us. Me, I tell people sometimes I either prefer to pay the mortgage or the rent than to pay the light bill that comes sometimes six, three, four, $500. The water bill, water bill is a little cheaper, but the heat bill during the winter, it come hard, most especially those of us that in a home, a big house, you understand? Where everywhere you got washer, dryer, you're using those are water, hot water, cold water, and these are bills. Then you have to pay trash bill. Trash, the store, the trash bill is different from the store bill. So the state bill, which is the recycling and other things, is different from the trash. You have to pay trash. You have to pay the state water and recycling bill. Then now you gotta pay for food. The way the children in America can eat it, man. They can eat. Sometimes you spending $300, $400 on food a month, $400, $500 a month. Then you got clothes every season. I would prefer if I would decide to help you pay the bills, hmm, as a partner to help you up when I know that you cannot afford it. I would prefer to pay the rent than to even do all those things then. But anyway, for me, I decide I can't pay bill unless I choose the one I want to pay bill. Any man who you want me, you come in my life, you married to me, and you feel that the marriage we in, that for me to pay bill 50-50, you get it wrong. I tell you, you are the head of the home. In Africa, you the one put roof over my head. So therefore, in America, you have to implement the same thing. So for me, I don't believe in that. So Stanley, gender equality, explain yourself to us, okay? Jojo, you gotta unmute yourself, sis.
Yes.
Explain yourself. And
I
then
want
we got
them to
Aline here.
explain
Aline
yourself
say,
because when it comes to pay bill, then you won't come explain say, oh, it left for y'all. No, explain what you mean so
yeah.
we can understand what you mean. Don't bring no big book here and just put word and just leave it like that. You're going to explain yourself so we
Mm-hmm,
can dig into what you said and then we
mm-hmm,
can explain ourselves. Okay?
mm-hmm.
Because when it comes to us talking about 50-50, then y'all want to leave it on the woman. No. Y'all want us to behave like the African ladies or the women we are, but y'all
Mm-hmm.
don't want to take your responsibility. You have to
Then
take ownership. You got to
don't
own it.
run off are coming to you. But then
You
the
got
thing
to own
about
it.
it, then when it's time for us to say, oh, I want to be treated with respect, I want to be treated with love, I want to be gifted, I want to be noticed, I want you to notice me, I want you to do this with me, then that's when the men in the African men that we are dealing with, when we talk now here, we talk about our African men. That's when they come, oh, women, you want to be Americanized. Y'all want to be like the Western world. So the Western people in America, they pay. If y'all want us to be our African way, we don't pay bills. So Aline say, if I have to do 50-50, just know your respect will be 25%. Period. That is
That's
all.
right.
Period.
That
I
is
agree with
right.
you, Ali.
Then you don't have
hundred
a wife.
percent.
You don't
I
have a
agree with
woman.
you. I agree with you 100%. Let me come to Bendu Anderson here. Bendu said then the woman can pay light bill and other bills, but if you cheat on me, that stop ASAP. Okay, you choose to do the little bills to help you up. Like I said, as a partner, you want to help your partner up. Take for example, you get a man. Let's do this. Who came from Africa? He's not working, or maybe he started to work and he only getting little amount of money. He's not getting as compared to what you are making. Definitely, you understand as a partner in supporting that. But when you reach to the point that you can afford, you making money to pay the bills, you take your responsibility. Okay, but if I have to be in the home when the light bill can, oh, bill the light bill, yeah, or 50, or that $300 for the light bill, you 150, pull it down, 150, forget it, oh, even you want my point, you will have to give me late to eat my point because your roommate then can sneak now. You come on now. You never see people say we roommate for left, but in the day you
That's
feel late
right.
to your go.
That's right. You want to
Yes.
have everything. You want to make
Mhm.
love the time you want. You want to enjoy it the best. Then you don't even want. And this is the thing about it. You want a woman to go 50-50. You want her to look good. You want her to fix her own hair. You want her to do her own nails. You want her to cook for. God damn it.
So now Randolph said I have a different options to this. So let's read Randolph option because he did put his Randolph Clito Haliga from his other. That's my baby. This boy that my sweetheart. That my Ghana man de oh. But my Ghana man ten to Liberian man living in Liberia. First, we need to establish what marriage is all about, and the rules of each partner need to be established. Contributing to whom does not take away the man's rights. Hey, Chineke
You
me.
are
All depends. All depends on the contribution that you are emphasizing. Randolph, you cannot tell your wife to pay. If you're, let's say your rent at $2,000, your mortgage at $2,000, then you tell your wife, oh, don't forget, oh, all right, mortgages in America, you got up to the 15 to pay your mortgage. So you can tell your wife, oh, the 15 will soon be here, oh, make sure your $1,000, just leave it on the table, or you keep, somebody can keep texting you to remind you about the bill, pay, don't forget, oh, you take it pay Friday, oh, don't forget to put your own money on the table. So it does not, but all depends. That's what we're saying here. If you're telling us to pay rent 50-50 or pay bills in the house 50-50, I don't think you are taking responsibility as a husband. I don't think you are taking responsibility as a husband. Jojo, what's your take on that? That's
yes, my
roundup
take is this.
option on
Oh
that,
yes,
and I will come
I
to.
disagree with you. The man right will be taken away. If you the man and you can stand up to pay bills, come on, respect is earned. What respect you want? If you're gonna sit there and share 50-50 with me, and I'm responsible to take care of everything, what respect you want? Oh yes, respect is taken away. You want to be the man, you got to stand up. Look, when they say man doesn't mean that because you get the other private part, that's not all to it. You got to work it like a man because you can have that private part, you still a little boy. We're talking about men. You want to be a little boy, go back to your mama and papa home. That a little boy can little toto, you can sit at home. But when we're
Mhm,
talking about men, not only that thing, you got
mhm,
to stand up. You got to speak. You can be in the home and you want to share 50-50 with your woman and she cook and clean and everything, but you want to be the hair. What hair are
mhm,
you? You didn't earn it.
mhm,
Respect is earned. You earn it.
mhm,
You did. It's just like the children we have in the house. You want to give the children allowance. You want money? Throw the
mhm,
trash outside. Put the trash outside. Pick out
mhm,
those stuff. Do. You gotta earn it, honey.
mhm,
I'm not gonna be giving my children allowance just because they just later. I don't know. No. Take some trash out. Pick up
mhm.
the dishes. Empty the dishwasher. Do something. Earn something. That's what it called discipline. You gotta be disciplined in your way. Yes. If you don't do it, the respect is taken away. You're not a man in the home. If I
So I got another comment here from Aline. We always like when you online, please at least just let us acknowledge you. Like I said, tell us who you are, where you viewing me from, and you can put your comments because we want to acknowledge all our viewers and we want to interact with them. So Aline here, Aline, blessed girl, Kabate. She say here they want respect from their women but not acting like a man. That's why make lot of women in America do not have respect for them, and people wonder why women in America don't have respect for their men. Huh? This is powerful. Alan. Yes, they want to. They want the respect. Even if you pay, even you're in the house, you have to say, okay, babe, I will help you with the bill. I will pay the light bill. I will pay the water bill, which is common and normal in the US. A lot of times, we women, we pay the light bill, the water bill, and stuff like that. And do little things. Because of that in America, even men in America, because your wife working and you working, they do not even give you $50 to do your hair. They do not even give you the $50 to go into your feet. They do not even say, "Oh, babe, this week, man, let me check you. Let me check you $100. Go to your nails and your feet. Go to your manicure and your pedicure. Something that your woman does every time. You know your woman go to the salon every. But guess what now? The woman doing the same thing, going out there buying t-shirts, seeing something new for her husband or her boyfriend or her significant other, and want him to look good. So definitely, if you want a respect in the home, the way in which like respect is earned. Yes, people, the Bible say honor your be submissive and honor your husband. That's why the Bible says love your wife. If you love your wife, nothing will bother you to do. Nothing will be too big to do for your wife or your girlfriend, whatever. Okay, so let me see what mommy say here. She said, "Good morning, family. Good morning, sweetheart." What Rhonda say here? Can I call in? Definitely, Rhonda. You can call me on my messenger or my WhatsApp, and I will put you on the speaker. So no problem, Rhonda. You can call if you want to come on live. I can send you the link, and you can come on live as well. That wouldn't be a problem. That wouldn't be a problem. So Jojo, go ahead and So we have our guest host on from Liberia, Mr. Divine. You gotta go somewhere where there's no noise. This thing is serious.
Jeffy, I'll be with you guys. Jeffy, I'll be with you guys, please.
Okay, we'll be waiting for you to come back.
All right.
So yes, Rana, if you want to call, you can call me on Messenger. Definitely, we will be available to talk to you on Messenger. So what else? Let's see what Belinda Boyce Harris says here. It's surely based on the financial situation, but the man should do the majesty, and in sicknesses and health, the wife can take charge if temporary or not. Period. So right now we're not even talking about the for better for worse part. We are not talking about it for better for worse part. So we got Ranaf on. Ranaf, hello.
Yeah, hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Ranaf, you are live, and thank you for calling into the Let's Talk About It with Muko and Jojo table talk. Can you guys hear Ranaf?
Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Jojo, can you hear?
I can hear him. Yep. Welcome, Rana.
Hello.
Yeah, you are live, Rana. Everybody's hearing you.
Okay, so this is what I would like to say. When I said earlier on that, first of all, good morning. I'm calling from Liberia. My name is Randolph. What I would like to say is, we need to establish when we're saying that you and your partner are sharing bills, to what extent and from what level. Marriage is one thing that we need to understand, that it's a union between two persons, and the wife is supposed to be a helpmate to the husband. That is what marriage is about. Like, that is what the Bible says, that you find yourself a helpmate, right? A helpmate does not mean that once you become a helpmate, everything that is in the house is supposed to be shared 50-50. I'm not buying the idea of sharing it 50-50. But what I'm trying to put across is the way we African men are brought up is you are the man of the home, so every responsibility looks up to you. Mm-hmm. Most of our women have taken advantage of the fact that because the bills are supposed to be paid by the man, the rent, like shelter, everything is supposed to be provided by the man, they don't want to support in any way. Some African women are doing that. So if there is an opportunity for you to help, I am not supporting it should be 50-50. I'm saying support in any way possible. It makes the home, peaceful, enjoyable. Some of us will not complain of why are you not bringing 5, 6, or 7 cents. How some of us are brought up is that you should know that you're the one responsible for everything, down to everything in the house. So we take that role. But a wife that comes in to support you in a particular way, would say you're giving your own support in your own way. But it doesn't mean that if a wife at a point in time probably has taken the role to support you 50-50, it takes the right of the man from there. It shouldn't be a statutory decision. It should be a statutory establishment that it must be 50-50. But if the wife is in the position to provide 50-50 for the house, and the wife is not compelled to do it, but the wife is doing it, it does not take the right of the man from them. This is what I want to put across. You see, so the issue of, oh, if I'm bringing 50-50, then you should pay for this, pay for that. I think we're misinterpreting the version that is being established here. If the woman is capable and ready to do that, and she's financially sound to a point where she can do that, it does not take the right of the man being the head of the home from there. That is not the case. So I want us to really establish this clearly.
Okay, let me come in a little bit. Okay, it takes away the rights from the man if the man is making it and I have been another way. What we try?
He listening. He off, but he listening.
You can hear me?
He's on the show. He's off, but he's on the show.
Can I speak now?
Yes, Jojo, you can speak.
Okay, what we're saying, for example, if the man is not making much, the woman will understand. Okay, then you have to pick up some things in like take care of the home in another way. Like if that laundry, if that doing other stuff, then you have to do it. But our problem here is what we're seeing the man right will be taking is this. If you are working and the woman is working and you telling her to bring in 50-50 and you keep the rest of your money and you want her to bring 50% and you bring 50%, then the woman take care of everything in the house. That's not it. Then your respect will be taken. Because if I bring it, you working and you bring just 50% of your money and take the rest of the money and tell me to bring 50% for us to pay the bills. And then I come on, I clean, I take care of the children, I do everything, your respect will be taken. But if the man is not making that much money like the woman know what she get. We're not saying that the man has to make it, but if you're not making that much money, then you have to take care of responsibility in the house. Like cleaning, cooking, and what wrong with you? A man cannot cook, he can't clean, he can't take the children to school. Then you have to take the rest of the other thing. But you can sit there and say, oh, because I'm making much money, so then the woman have to come out home and cook for you. The woman have to take the children for activities. The woman have to clean the home. Of course, your respect will be taken.
So let me welcome Mr. Divine. Partner, welcome to the show. It's been a while since you've been on here. Jojo, that's Rufus. Rufus and I started this on Spoon TV. So that's my partner for life over there. And Rufus is here
That's welcome,
today.
Rufus.
But let me address Mrs. Harris comment here. We are not talking about in the health and the sickness part. Definitely, when it comes to the health and the sickness part, we understand that and we know that if our husband is not in the position or our significant others are not in the position, we are to step in if we can afford to step in. So, but we're talking about both for your well and healthy and living together and how to call it. So, Benno, honestly, it don't matter once you guys are in a relationship and living together, that is considered that as well in the home. So, Rufus, we give it to you. That's the conversation here.
Well, you can reiterate basically what we're already looking at because I was interested. I want to get one.
Okay, I would pin the topic down here so you see it, right? We asked the question. This is the topic, and this topic has been trending all over the US, even in Nigeria and stuff like that. Where Gabby Union and Dwayne Wayne, Gabby Union said she and Dwayne Wayne split the bill 50-50 in their home. And these are money people. These are people who got money, right? She said they pay the bills 50-50. So this conversation has been trending. I first heard it on the morning show in the US and other platforms. So we decided to bring it to our African community for us to discuss it, most especially our Liberian community. You understand? And these are things people going through in the house. So we asked the question. Is it okay for you and your partner? Is it right for you and your partner to split the bill in the home 50-50? If so, do you consider that partnership or do you consider that roommate? So that's the topic here.
It's quite interesting, right? A very interesting topic. But we should look at it from two ways. Basically, you are going to look at the physical aspect of it, and we're going to look at the spiritual aspect of it. When it comes to marriage, because most of the response or the questions being asked or those who are actually forming part of the discussion. We are basically looking at marriage, right? When it comes to marriage, we look at marriage in twofold. Marriage is ordained by God, right? And it says a man shall leave his father and mother and cleave to his wife, and they both shall become one in a union. And you often hear people say, marriage is ordained by God. Yes, of course, it is ordained by God. If you see a marriage as a contract, there where you find a lot of hullabaloo, you find a lot of mixed feelings. But if you see your marriage as a covenant that is signed between you and God before men, God will take center stage of your marriage, and your marriage will be on a very smooth path because He will direct your path and order your steps. Now, in terms of the bills, right? The topic on the discussion, the both of you are in this union, and maybe the man is not making much and the woman is making much. It comes to an agreement. The man takes care of the family, the woman takes care of the home. So this is an agreement. You and your wife can say, okay, honey, I will take care of the rent. I will take care of the kids'
Rufa,
fees.
just a minute. Rufa, just a minute. The audience said they are not hearing you. Beno say you're talking like you're making love. She can't hear you. So can you increase your volume also? Okay, Beno.
Wow, it's about, I think I'm about to shout. So as I was saying, right,
Mm-hmm.
the both of you will do an agreement, right? The man takes care of the family while the woman takes care of the home. This is a normal phenomenon. This is a set format for better living.
Oh, that
So
was
now,
wrong. Okay.
in this light, you may agree that this man is not making much, the woman is making much. So even in terms of the home care, who told you that the man can take the time out with the woman to help the woman to clean the dishes, wash the clothes, and do those things? You can do it. It's just about the understanding. For me, how I see it is about understanding. You must understand. Somebody will look at it for those in the Western areas. Mind you, you look at it, most of the marriages, it almost look like a contractor stuff. You see it as a contract. You don't see it as a union. You don't see it as God is in this thing. So, my man, you making money. My son making money. So let's divide the bills. Come on. You the man. He's not making much. You, the woman, you are making much. And you know, you women, you can be making the thousands of dollars while the man is making a little hundred, but you still want for that man. So the reality here is, my man, you know that you are responsible for the family. Since you are not making much, the lesser ones, you can cater to them, while the woman look in that direction to keep in until your hand can get strong to cater to your responsibility. It's the responsibility of the man to take care of his family. Regardless of your status, it is your responsibility. So if the woman see it befitting to aid you in the process, come on, you must hail her and you must compliment her effort as well to do the little things that are needed to be done. The woman goes out to fetch bread for the family because, mind you, you are not working right now.
That's exactly what Jojo said. That's
You are
it.
not working right now. So you in a home. I mean, don't sit down on the phone all day. You need to get the kids' clothes prepared. Do it. You need to get your wife clothes ironed. She needs to go to function. Help her do it. Wash the clothes. It won't take your name off you. Play that role as a man. But mind you, the both of you can share in. Where you are weak, the woman is strong, she help you in that line to build you up. Where the woman is weak and you are strong, you help in that line to, like for you people in the US, the snow time. Come on, you want that woman to clean the snow equally with you, my man. Come on.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
You won't do that.
Hi.
Thank you.
The woman, the lesser time you got since the both of you working, my man, you free or you make time. This work is so tedious for my wife. I need to do that one. Let me go and do it. I'm not going to look at her to say she can get you that moral support. Oh, honey, let me face your breakfast. Why are you facing the breakfast? He's doing the cleaning of the snow. What she's doing, the cleaning of the house, you doing the laundry. You take the clothes to
Or
the
she working double today. She came today Saturday. Let me go do the laundry. But some of them will want you to tell them to do it.
no,
And then
come
you
on,
off.
no.
You
My
lay down, the
damn.
woman can't hold no food. You off
Come
or
on,
you lay down.
so come on. You can even put little one or two together since you know that you can't cook. Come on, you get upset. Maybe some of us who have sisters or family members out there. My wife is so busy today. Can you help us prepare us something? You
No,
know, I
all
tell my
of those
wife,
guys. No daddy, when you till they want to the door.
tell my wife come and meet something at home. You know, my wife ain't got to go screen herself out there. Then she come back. She can't on fire to cook for me. Hell no, that won't happen.
And that's the problem we having here. You off, you home, or you're not working, you're not picking machine. We understand. But if you stay home and I work, or I take trouble, or imagine a woman take her overnight, the man slept home. And let's say the woman get home around 10 o'clock. And then it's snow that night, and the man still laying there, he waiting for the woman to come and clean the snow. Then you want
Somebody
respect.
saying here, somebody saying here, so what if he doesn't have a job and looking very hard to get one to help his wife? Will you respect him or disrespect him because he has? Come on
The
now. Listen,
effort. You don't have it. That's what we talk about. We understand if you don't have a job.
the one thing I've learned over the period of time, though I'm not married, I'm at the verge of getting married, but guess what? The woman needs to be loved.
And supported.
So long that woman
And
is loved,
praise. Rufus,
the
let me
best
come
you
in.
can ever
Rufus,
get
let
from
me
a man is a
Rufus,
respect.
Rufus, let me say something. A lot of men, you in a home, you're doing a lot in a home. They don't even tell you, baby, thank you, I appreciate you. What you're doing is okay. I love you for that. They would rather go out there and tell people, oh, my wife can really do well. What the people got to do with it? Tell your wife how you feel about her. You understand? Tell your wife how you admire what she's doing. Those people out there, they're not in their home. They are not the one that doing it. To go and praise your wife to her. Praise your wife is like a child. When they do well in school, baby, you're doing well. You can do it. You can make it. Thank you for doing this. You understand? Appreciate your wife. We understand if he does not have a job. We talk about it, but do the little things. We understand when you're not making up to. A lot of times in the U.S., men all depends on their positions and the kind of job they do. A lot of times, we women in the U.S. are in the nursing field. We make more money than our husbands, our boyfriend, or let's say our significant other. You understand? That does not make them a less of a man. But some men too, when the women make more than them, they feel intimidated. They get intimidated by the wife being on top. When they're supposed to be the one supporting the wife and say, babe, I understand. Like a friend of mine and myself were talking today. She said when her husband came, she was already a nurse. She decided she want to go further in her nursing career. The man said, no, who will take care of the children? Who will mind the children? You just won't be working. Won't you say, baby, that would be a great idea. It will help us while you going to school. I will be able to help support you. If the woman can be here working and supporting you to be able to migrate you to the US for you to make life, what made you think you can say, okay, baby, now that I'm here, I'm working, I think you should go further your education. A lot of African men feel intimidated by their wives, their girlfriend, their significant other because they are higher than them, maybe in education, or they make more money than them. I stand to be corrected. So, Beno, like we
And
said, once you don't have it, you don't have it.
anyone who sees the partner as an arch rival, come on, that is not partnership. That relationship won't go far because you see the person as someone who is a team player. See that person as a team player. Don't see the person as an arch rival or opponent. No. If that woman has the ability to get higher education, come on. It should be a boost for you because, mind you, it will also serve as a motivation for you, the man, to
Yes.
follow your study. Now your wife has a Bachelor of Arts degree. Now you just graduated from high school, you got a diploma. Isn't that a
Or
motivation
you
for you
got
to go push forward to get a bachelor's too? Yes, it should complement the effort. Mind you, knowing that at that level your wife has a bachelor's degree and you have just a diploma or a certificate. Don't you think when you get a diploma, bachelor of arts degree too, it will beef up the economic strength of your family? It will definitely do that. So don't see your wife or your fiancé as an arch rival. No, that person is a team player. And most often you understand that women do have what we call ego. When it comes to the handling of cash, no, that can be too first case like, hey, now it only takes the grace of God. That's what I told somebody. If you see your marriage as a contract, definitely those things will start to breed out. That ego in a woman will start to come out because she will feel that she bring it in the home. But if your marriage is based on the principle that God is at the center of it, you won't even think about those things because when it comes to the mind, because the devil is roaming like a rolling lion, right? So the mind is like the devil's workshop, an adult mind. So as the mind is kind of adult, a lot of things will start to penetrate. She will start to think, oh, I bring in the money in the home. Then he won't respect me. Oh, why you think he is? After all, I don't want paying the bills in the house. Come on. But if that woman know that her marriage is a covenant that is signed with God, trust me, she won't even think in that direction. She will
yes.
always
Let me
be humble.
let me respond to sis Chuka here, right? She said, "Good morning. Why are we on 50-50? Does this mean that financially, finance in the marriage, the phones are not together? In my option, 50-50 comes into play when finances are separated, are separate in marriages. Of course, these things happen too, but sometimes a lot of men." Says Choco, a lot, sometimes we talk to people, a lot of men, they are the cause of their in their marriages in the US that finance are being separated. I'm telling you, because men want to make decision in the finance standing, they want to get into the account, take money and send it, and when the woman try to ask, or it would be like something, oh, you want to control me? I don't want working for my money, want to control me. Even like some men, you married to them, they in the home with you, they got kids in Africa, they're sending money, they will not even discuss it with with their wife. Even though the wife approved it, the wife said, okay, babe, you can send money to your children, but before you take money from that account, tell your wife, babe, I'm sending money. Some of them will start that way. With Western Union receipt, they will forget it. The Western Union receipt will drop. The woman will see it. When the woman go ask, oh, but ain't you there? But ain't I'm gonna send money. They started with money. Now they got send wave. So you can't even see receipt again. They can just go on the phone and send it. The disrespect come into play. And sometimes when the woman making more money and the money is going into that account, men lavish the money. They do whatever they want to do. And it's like the woman does not have a say. So a woman get tired and feel, well, are you used to be a slave? I thought I should be your helpmate. So if that's the reason, then let me have my own account. These things are happening. Women are going through these things. Some men, even like men who bring women from from Africa to this country, they feel the women are their slaves. They should work for them. And it's vice versa. Women who bring men to this country, they feel the men is entitled. Yes, the men, definitely the man, you the man responsibility, obviously, but they feel the man is a slave or the men that they're a horse ball. They don't know how to talk to them when it comes to finance. Oh, when you take it, bring your money to this. Nobody go into marriages to be separated. Nobody go into marriages to want to divorce. Nobody go into love expecting to break up with that person. But sometimes the experiences that you go through or the torments, or when I'm saying this, not only with women, men go through it as well. So this is 50-50 I'm talking about. With the trauma women put men through, or the trauma men put women through in relationship, they said and said, well, we must as well just settle it. I'm just work and do what I gotta do for myself. And so these things, that's when these things come into play. Nobody into marriages, who go into Rufus, you're about to get married. You think you're going into that marriage thinking, oh, in the next couple of years, I want to divorce my wife, or I want my wife and myself to get on separation. No, you are going into the marriage with that confident and promises and that order and whatever that God has ordained. God said, a man that find a wife finds a good thing and obtain favor. If a man do not cherish his good thing that God bless him with, favor will not be his portion.
And let me come in there like Sister Chica. That's what I said. I believe if a man and a woman get married or living together, that when they work, they should put all the money in one account, no matter who make more or not, and then pay the bills. And then the woman can get her allowance to go get what she's supposed to get, and the man get his. And that allowance, I know that the woman should have more than the man. That's what I believe a relationship and a marriage should be. That's what I believe in. It don't matter who makes more or less. I feel like the money all should go in one account. But if that's not the way it should be, then the man, I can't go 50-50 with the man. If you say that you don't want us to put the money together and just pay bills, you want us to bring whatever day, I'm not doing 50-50 with you, because respect is earned. But I believe that's how it should be. If I'm making 2,000 a month and you're making 1,000, I don't mind. We can put the money together and pay the bills. If I'm making less and you're making more, I don't mind. We put the money together. But if you're going to say no, let's decide. No, that's where the problem comes from. Honestly, when we start to separate the money, who brings this in, who brings that in, the problem starts right there. Right there. That's it. One say, oh yeah, the man will pay the rent and the woman pay the light bill, the gas bill, and this. What happens if the woman, something happens, she can't pay the light bill and the gas bill? What wrong with marriage? What wrong with partnership? What wrong with coming together? Put the damn money together. But when you start telling me 50-50, then you should stand up like the man, I stand up like the woman. And then if we have to go 50-50, of course you're gonna cook and I cook. You clean, I clean. But that one I believe if I get a man, we got to put the money together. If we start putting the money together, we're coming to Chakra. I was just on my husband, we did put the money together. We did put the money together. What are we making more or whatever? He put the money in the account. Direct deposit, I put the money in the direct deposit. But when something happened where he wants to have a way, and I said, no, can we do that? He can't. I said, then my money can't go there. Then he wanted to do 50-50. I said, oh, you want to do 50-50? I told him, I said, you want to do 50-50? Then we roommate. You eating no chanua. We roommate. You can't take the money and you think you want to bring this something I'm betting the like, no, we roommate. And when I told him, say we roommate, I don't want to do nothing with you. We roommate, you stop direct deposit, carry your money. They tell me I will pay the part of the rent, I'll pay the part of we roommate. We exactly roommate.
So let's listen to the video. I saw this video on TikTok, right?
Period.
Let's listen to this video.
Man is supposed to be a provider. If you're splitting bills 50-50 with your man and y'all live together, that is not your man. He's your roommate. These men want women to be submissive, but they aren't handling their responsibilities as a man. Dudes have women carrying so much weight and wonder why she's always in her masculine energy. Truth be told, she feels like the man in the relationship. She can't depend on you to get it done. Real men protect, provide, and lead. Period.
Dana,
supposed to be a provider. Splitting bills 50.
Dana woman saying no. This is a man that's saying this. This is a man that's saying this.
So and I would tell anyone, like I'm going to divorce right now. With all the men in my inbox, in lawyer, wherever, when I'm ready to accept it, you'll see, yeah, and now. You put your money strictly in the account, put my money strictly in the account. When you want to do that separation, you find another woman. Because that's what I believe in. If I'm making more, everything come there. If you're making less, everything, I'm okay. I don't like, once you started saying pay the other part, I pay the one, that's a bring confusion. I don't believe in it. I don't.
A lot of these things come to when we start to compare our partners to other relationships.
Yeah.
Compare our relationship to other relationships. Oh, but in my relationship, my man, I can tell that for you right there. The company that you have also have an impact on the push you take to your relationship. A lot of you, most especially for the folks in the Western area there, trust me, a lady, you have a conversation with a lady, you've been keeping your marriage for quite a long time, and they are seeing how good you guys are going. Mind you, as soon as that person know very well that, you are paying the bills and there are a lot of things that you the woman doing and the man is not doing, say, bye, you must sit on that. That man must be using you right there. Your company also
Yes.
plays a role in your decision making. So if you see that kind of person gave you that ill pieces of advice, you disassociate yourself because, mind you, what they're wishing out here is to see that your marriage crumble.
Yeah.
When your marriage, I will continue to emphasize, when your marriage or your relationship is based on a principle, knowing that God is the center of it, trust me, all these kind of crazy things will come to your mind. You will work as a team player.
But
if you see
Rufus,
marriage, and as a contract, that's here with Israel, so you need to bring my own too.
Yes, that's contract right there. You are so right, Rufus. That's contract.
That when I'm married again, that contract both of you sign, knowing that anytime both of you can decide to walk away at your own given time because you're not coping with the situation at hand. But when that marriage, you see God as the center, my friend, trust me, you won't even think about the thing they call divorce. You won't even think about the thing they call separation or efforts or financial backing or so nothing. None of those things will run to your mind because you know
Rufus,
you're working for a goal. And to achieve that
Rufus,
goal, you need to work as a team.
do you know a lot of women cover their husband behind? Do you know a lot of women are doing so much in the home that the husband's not doing, but they still do not go out there to talk about it?
This is why we are partner. Let me come and tell you something. I was in a conversation, I was in a seminar with my pastor. You know what my pastor always said? Says, womb man. The WO is there for womb. You can conceive things, but we the men look at the WO.
Okay, Randolph, I'll send it to you.
And look at the NAN, it's just spleen. So you have the ability to hold things, to keep things because you have storage. But for the men, we don't have storage. So anything that comes out, it comes in, it just comes out. But you, the woman, you can keep things as long as you want to. So you, as a man, you need to compliment the efforts of your woman, like we said initially, to give her that words of appreciation, to tell her how much you appreciate her efforts. That alone, women, y'all need praises. Come on, man. Women need to be praised. When you praise a woman, she can do the extra. She do the extraordinary. But if you there, you can compliment a person the first time, even your child, right? If you go out, you're doing the little good thing for your child. You go out, you have 2 children. You go out, you bring things for them. One is there appreciating your effort. Oh, mommy, thank you so much. And the other is not appreciating. When you go out another time, what will run to your mind? The one who always appreciates you, you will want to do the extra mile because you know very well when you do it, that person will appreciate the effort. So that's how you, the women, look like. So if you, the men, not appreciating the woman for what she go about doing, trust me, you will get the wrong side of her because she feels that what she's doing is not complimented. It's just worth not doing. So she starts to do her own thing because that is embedded within her, the kind of stubbornness that one part just live in women. So only you, the men, the therapy for it is to continue to talk to her, make sure to give her those kind words, make sure to encourage her, and she will get the best. You get the best out of her. It's not even good to go in face talk with a woman. Women talk, your strength is talking. So if you the man, if the woman talking, you talking, come on. The both of you will turn out to be chick. But when the woman talking, you just remain mute. If you cannot stand it, you just walk away for some time. When that is done, when she cool off, you come back, oh, honey, I'm sorry. But let's see how best we can get this thing done.
No, some of them can argue 50-50. Oh. Ha! Okay. Some of them can argue with you 50-50.
The strength of a woman. The strength of a woman is her words. Her words. When a woman finish talking to you, at first, when we were growing up, You know, our past relationship, we felt that when a woman thought, he thought, then come on. But we have grown to a level in life that when a woman is angry, you to the man, you can't be angry at the same time. One person must be there to calm the other one down. And, you know, then you have a happy home.
Rufus, can you address that comment on the screen there?
Women of today are interjecting the social norms and not traditional or biblical. There's nowhere in the Bible where the woman should compete with her husband. Men are the provider, and of course, but in so doing, we are talking about complement. We know in the Bible the man, the woman is there to be catered to, but at the same time, that's what we say, agreement. This is just all about agreement. You the man, it is your sole responsibility to take care of your family. But economically, we know that you are not strong, so you must play a role that at least will complement the effort. Since she has the financial backing, those little things that are needed to be done by her, and you have the ability to do it, help her to do it.
Amen. Amen. Let the church say amen.
Wow, Rufus is on stage.
When a woman wants
yeah.
from work to take the children to an appointment, you can take them to an appointment too.
Oh, yeah.
But we already talk about it. The comments are too much here.
Yeah, we'll go through all of them. Let's go.
Yeah, we're going through it. We'll address the question. Good to hear. Okay. Okay, now I understand. Yes, honey, that's it. It's still partnership. Okay, so let's see what Standard. So Standard was the one that said that we asked for gender equality, and we asked him, and he said that we have it, and we told him to explain. So this is what he has the issue. Rufus, can you see that?
I seen it.
I want you to respond because it's a guy. I just want you to respond because some of our response, men are not. It's not really going down well with men. So that's why I preferred for you to respond to some of those. That's why I told you. I said, partner, you need to come on because the men then will come and want to grill us.
No, on a very serious note, Standard, you are making some salient points here. But guess what? He says, quick question: What's the use of your own money if you cannot help to pay bills of the home? Now, Stanley, it's all about agreement. The woman will not be that evil to the extent that she will not compliment your efforts in helping to pay some of the bills. But at least we will continue to say, play a team player. We should be team players and not, seeing each other as rivals. No, you are team players. So if the woman is there making the money or she has money, what she can do, okay, you the man, you have to cater to the woman, her needs and wants. So okay, on the sense this is the case, you can use your finances, on your needs and wants. Then I will cater to the kids and the rest of the things in the home, like the bills, the rental fees, and all the stuff like that. You can agree to it's just about agreement. It's not confrontation. It's about agreement.
So Stanley, let me just tell you this. I'm in my second marriage. My first marriage was for 13 years and my 3 children, and he passed away. Okay. My first marriage, my husband had the ego or the main thing where he believes that the man should take care of the home. So he would take care of the home and pay for everything. He did not want me to pay any bills, even though I was working. In fact, he wanted me to be a stay-at-home mom. I decided no. Okay, your parents send you to school. My parents send me to school. I should be waiting to do stay-at-home mom. So I decided to work. So I was working and he was working. He paid all the bills in the home. He would not allow my money to be spent on any of the bills. You understand? Well, I knew that, but what I did was this. The money that I make, I bought my husband his clothes. I bought all the children clothes. I bought my clothes. I buy food. I buy other things in the home. So what I'm trying to tell you that The woman will say, the woman will not be, a woman will not just work and keep her money to herself. Okay? I don't think so. We will always pitch in, but the man always have to step up. Even though he said he will take care of the bills and he will take care of everything, I did not just take my money and ask something to just put it on the side. No. You need to know how a clothes were bought. I bought every clothes my husband wore. I bought the children, everything. You understand? I still use my, if I needed extra money for clothes or anything for me, I will use that money. Then I go to him again. He was still, even though he was paying the bills, he was still giving me money to take care of everything I need for myself a month. So the money I was making, when I use it on other stuff, he still, when I say I need money, he gave me money and cover, I still cover up. You understand? So we had our understanding. So the woman, even you paying the bills, still there, the woman will not just take her money and put it down. She will still pay for other things in the home. But the man still have to stand up. That's what we're trying to say. No woman will just work and keep her money because the man's supposed to pay all the bills. No. You know, that being selfish.
So we got Sarah's Eastman here. He said the person that in better position financially takes care of the bill, but the husband is responsible. Likewise, love cover, or that's when they can come in to say love cover or love covers, or that makes partner to not ask about who responsible. It's just my option. That's when you can come in with love cover
And
all.
Sarah is right. Love cover all. Love covers all. You know what love is? Hey, do you know what love is? Love is going to cook for your wife. Do you know what love is? Love is to clean after the children. Love is to do things along with your wife. That's what love is. Okay? So the love you're talking about is the same thing we're talking about. If you love your wife and take care of her in the way, in the manner, no, what is love? If you sit in that a woman has to come from work and cook and clean, that's not love. That is not love. Love is partnership. Love is togetherness. Love is doing it together. Love is, you know, taking care of one another. That's what love is. So if you deeply love your wife, let the Bible say, let Christ love the church. Oh my God. Do you know what is? When a man loves his wife like that, look, you can tell your wife to lay down here, you put your phone over her, she will lay down. If you actually love your wife like Christ loved the church. So don't go bring that into all. Our ear, our nose, all open this stuff.
That's it. Let's go back. Who else commenting here? Hello, gorgeous sister. Hi, Lina. Sometimes the wives don't talk to their husband no matter what. I don't know about that.
And
If
we
the
know
husband
some
is
people are disrespectful, it's true, but we're just talking about the basic thing. We know everyone will come up with their ways. No one perfect. And we know some women are Murphy. We know some men are Murphy. And most of the time, come up where the men don't let the women to. I've been into marriages. I understand a lot of the time when the men say the women are disrespectful, it comes from the men don't like for you to disagree with them. A lot of the time, the men call disagree disrespectful. If the man say you want to do that, the woman say, "Oh, what can we do?" They say she disrespect. No, you. That's not your child. That's your wife. She's going to disagree with you, and you can just go do whatever you want, and she can question you. You can come on whenever you want to come, and she can question you. She's not your child. She's your partner. What do you think? God took the ribs on the side, the ribs of a man to make woman. What make you think God put you to sleep to make us? You think with small potato? You are coming to be sick, God making, oh, you know what, coming happy, you are coming, God question. You know what about us? Secret about us. And you won't think you will never know that when God close, put you to sleep before you make us. Don't you have to stare at women that kind of way? No. You have to love us. Once you love, we easy. We are very easy to deal with. When you start, look at you there, look at your father. Oh, baby, look at, I love you. Look, let me tell you, say, can you spit on you? I will later spit on me. But y'all know, y'all want to talk to any kind of way. Baby, when you come in, what you asking me for? What you asking me for?
No, we're not deviating from the discussion. This is the table talk. That's why we're talking Stanley. We're not deviating from the discussion. This is the discussion. This is the table talk. Everything comes in.
Before I went around it, and I'm just telling you about basic things. I told you about love. You think when you love the woman the way Christ loved her, you talk about love here. You know what I'm coming from what you wrote. You want to talk about love? You know what love is? Stanley? Do you know?
I was not standing. I was Cyrus that talk about love.
I mean, do you know? Please.
Yes, that's it. You'll be surprised.
That's what the Bible, when the Bible says the man should love his woman like Christ loved the church, the Bible went another way again. It said the man should love his wife the way he take care of his body. At the end of it, before the Bible says that the woman should respect her husband.
The woman should submit.
Submit and respect. And let me tell you something. You know what happens when you get love? The person have no choice but to submit and respect you.
Exactly. But you see, Rufus, we talked this thing before, Jojo. The people that wrote the Bible, they're not small thing or that spiritual wisdom that God gave these people to write the Bible. They see way, right? In the Bible, they say, children, obey your parents in the Lord that your days may be long. He said, honor your father and your mother, right? Guess what the Bible came out and say? Parents, provoke not your child to anger. You know why the Bible say that? Because even though I said the kids should respect you, don't provoke them. It's the same. They say, husband, love your wife as Christ loved the church. Then they say, women, be submissive to your husband. Like Jojo said, if you love your wife, if you cherish your wife, submission comes in. If you just talk to your wife that way, the Bible said, iron sharpen that iron. So if you sharpen my iron, when I sharpen your iron, they say you scratch my back, I scratch your back. So if you are not acknowledging your wife, you are not cherishing your wife, you are not complimenting your wife, you talk to your wife, you treat your wife like a doormat, you think she will respect you, you will bring the beast in her. You will make her to disrespect you. That's why you see women All right, let's look at it. Somebody said women just talk down on the men any kind of way. You think a woman enter into a relationship very calm and loving. You think she goes with the intention when I finish disrespecting the man and you baba her respect with disgracing? You think that's why woman go into a marriage with? Woman come into a relationship loving you, caring for you, loving on you, respecting you. But if you do not give them respect in return, they will not respect you. That's why the Bible says you play with puppy toy, will lick your mouth. And you play with the dog too much, you respect the dog. When that dog join, that dog go wrong and lick your mouth.
Of course, like woman like me, sometimes the men overlook the position of the woman and they think that, some women, they have the low self-esteem, they might not stand for themselves. Like me, who came from, my husband died and I coming out with 3 children. You think I want to get in a marriage and want to walk out? I want to do everything I can. But there's some men that look at it, she coming with 3 children. She was talking about, no, you're going to respect me. You are going to still respect me.
Stanley is saying I should be a twin father in this. I am a twin father in this. So let's be real, Stanley. This discussion is so unique in a sense that, mind you, male, in terms of this discussion, male dominantly, we take full responsibilities of a lot of things that women do go through. Mind you, what am I trying to say, Stanley? We have our own attitude. That's why I told somebody, I said, communication is the bare right to every society. If you cannot communicate, you have serious problem in whatever, be it a friendship or courtship or whatever, just ordinary friendship, even at your job site, even in the home, when communication is not taking center stage, trust me, people will try to do things out of the way. But if you are communicating, you will get to know the feelings. People communicate in so many ways. When that woman is not giving out, you know how to be. That's why it's always good to learn the love language of your partner. Know her body language. If she's happy, you get to know from her facial expression. If he's happy, you get to know from his physical expression. Mind you, you're the woman. The man goes out all day. He's screening himself just to bring bread to the home. He comes home, the first thing you do is to quarrel with him. Tell him the worst of things. Trust me, you're taking that man away.
You're right.
you are taking that man away. But if he comes to, oh honey, how you doing? How was job today? Y'all put your food on the table. All y'all want your food. Okay, let me go and send the both of you in the room. You go and get his water prepared, his food already warm on the table. Say, honey, go and get your shower, Make him feel like he has come to a place to refresh. To refresh. But you made a man to feel better. That's why you see, there are some men, when they go out, they don't even want to come back home. They come back home drunk. They come back home very late because the man knows when he gets back home, there's no peace. The communication flow is not there. You will be knocking. You will be talking, whining. There are times in which you have time for the family. You have family discussion. Call the kids. Look, what is it that we, your parents, are doing that you are not happy with?
Yes.
You, the parents, tell the child or the children, there is this thing that you are doing that we, the parents, we are not happy with. So you have that family to child or family to children conversation. Let them tell you what they feel about you, and let them tell you their like and dislike. You tell them your like and dislike. Like that, you have that harmony in the family. And once you, the husband and wife or boyfriend, girlfriend, if you're not having that conversation, you always have problem. I can remember I had a relationship. We're not really talking like that. But we will put our attitude. And at the end of the day, you feel that you are right. And he feels that he's right. So how do you get along with this? You're creating that distance between the both of you.
Yes.
Learn to have communication. Learn to express yourself in a modest way so that the person get to know your feelings. But if you just say, I'm not talking about who I know I will do. So at the end of the day, they make a rocket scientist to read your mind. The woman is not a rocket scientist to read your mind. So the both of you should have that free flow of communication to settle, to melt down those high anger and other things. So
yes, Rufus, a lot of times in relationship, when you see that communication cease, maybe one person don't want to communicate, don't want to talk about anything, I think that's when the person like tired and they don't want to, because, well, we have had this communication before. It's everyday communication. And once you see that a one partner refusing to communicate the way you guys used to communicate, just know that they're tired. They don't want to go through that anymore.
Partner, this thing is a long time. Let's say a lifetime. Most of marriage is a lifetime thing. So there's nothing like the word tired.
Yeah.
There's nothing like the word tired.
The tired when you get tired,
method.
Exactly.
The method you are using to get into understand what you've been saying is not working. Use another one. Is it that when you people in your happy mood is when you tell him your mixed feelings, or when you are angry with him before you tell him what you feel? Come on.
And let me tell you, is this standing on? Is this standing on?
No.
Who on? Who on the line? Look for the get some men on the happy time when you bring out, you say, hey, I beg you, don't come spoil it now. So men, there is no good time to talk about it. They just don't want to talk about it. And for me, we were talking. The good time that we talk.
Then what you need to do, since you have used the physical means and it's not working, prayer is the key. Put it to prayer.
Yes, you're right.
Put it to prayer. Since you have used the physical means and it's not working, God. This marriage, I don't see it. You are the center stage. Intervene in this. This man is playing adamant on listening to my plots. Intervene. There's nothing that God cannot do.
Yeah, you're right. And you will do everything when you know it can't, that piece of mind comes in. When you know it's not working and that piece of mind comes in, you go. You run.
Then what happened here now? That's why we always say, before you get married, people don't have, we always do things. When you get into these things with high expectation, anything you get into with high expectation, when that expectation is not met, that's where a lot of things come in. Don't expect too much.
So So this is very important. Randolph Gibson is on. Let's welcome Randolph. We got another guest. Welcome to the topic in discussion. Rufaya can say the topic in discussion. Welcome to the topic in discussion.
Thank you.
So welcome, Rudolph, and just
Thank
tell
you.
us where you joining us from.
So I'm joining you guys from Congo Town, Liberia, and especially around Terracotta. I came for a meeting. I decided to just drop on and share my thoughts and my views on what we're discussing.
Welcome.
So guys, if we got too much noise in our background, let's just mute our microphone, then we'll be able to hear Randolph as well. So Randolph, go ahead. I'll mute myself now.
Okay, so sincerely, I mean, this is a very interesting.
Maybe it's coming from him. Is the noise in your background?
Let me go to another location.
No, you okay, Randolph? You okay? I think the noise was from Rufus. You okay, Randolph? We can hear you.
Okay, so what I'm trying to say is, sincerely, we have to face.
No, it's coming from his, I think.
Yeah, Randolph, you gotta relocate.
Hello.
Yes, hi, we here.
I'm okay.
Yeah, you okay, Doctor?
Okay, Randolph, you can go ahead now.
Is it okay?
Yes, you're okay now.
So this is my part of the story, right? I feel that we at a point you guys are jumping the gun a bit. There are two ways to this conversation. The first one is what actually establishes a marriage, right? What actually constitutes what marriage is to like an African man and a woman. In this part of the world, what we do all the time is we are the men of the home, regardless of whatever the woman brings to the home. The man remains the man of the home, right? So in terms of the bills, in terms of any responsibility in the house for them, things are changing gradually where African women are venturing into business, doing other things. So the desire to support, I think, is mutual. But what is important for us to establish is, regardless of what type of contribution the wife is bringing to the home, I still stand by my word to say that it doesn't change the role of the man. Unless we're trying to say that if, especially in the West, in the US, the way you guys work, I don't know if I'll be able to live in your country. Because you guys, some of you wake up at 3 a.m. to go to work, and then you go to another job, you work from different places, right? In that way, like the man is busy, the woman is also busy. The two of you are equally busy. So it has well been that if the woman has to provide the same amount of resources that you're also bringing to the house, it means that the man, you also have to do the house chores, you have to support your wife 50-50. I buy that part of it. But we've gone a step further, right? I think I don't know the other lady's name. What's her name? I want to
Jojo.
Jojo, you said something. You said if it comes to sex, you have to pay for it. If it comes to this, you have to pay for it. There are tenants that manages an African home, right? Those tenants have not changed. The only thing that changed is that the two of you have found yourself in a space where you guys are working equally. And there's one thing I want to put across. If the two of you are working and your finances are put together, I mean, my salary comes, my wife is aware of it. Yours come, I'm aware of it. I don't see where the 50-50 is coming into play. It means that the two of you are making decisions together. You understand? A time will come that the wife, as much as the wife is so busy, so tired when it comes, because of the African origin, you would want to put food on the table for the wife. Sometimes the man could say, look, I think you've done enough for the day. Let me help if he has a position to do that. But it shouldn't be statutory that because the two of you are working two, 3 jobs at the same time, and because of the fact that you're also contributing as a wife, it means that when it comes to the role as a wife towards your husband must pay for it, this must pay for it, that must pay for it. I think that part I don't accept it. The man should be able to support you with the household chores, must be able to support you with the kids, because the two of you are doing the same thing. But at the point where you say the wife has to pay, the husband has to pay for sex, the husband has to do this, your respect is reduced. I think that we're actually losing the value of what we're discussing. I think we are going a bit further than what it is. I think it should be limited to the responsibilities of the home. You should be able to do everything. It doesn't mean that when you're bringing 50-50, it means when I want to eat my thing, you must say I'm going to pay for it. I don't want to lie. You're not happy.
Point of correction, let me make it clear to you. Because for me, I'm not even selling nothing. My own is free for love. So what I said about that was, we putting the money together, okay? But if the man decide that he's not putting his money in anymore, he pay his own, I pay my own, then we roommates. Then you have to go out there and pay for what? I'm not saying I'm going to sell myself. But if you are out together, we putting money together, we do everything together. That's how I believe it. There's certain time you feel like, you know what? No, I'm not putting in anything. We have to pay 50-50 till we roommates. Then I can keep myself. I don't have to share my body with you. You want something, you can go get it out there. I'm not saying you give me money, I can eat my tea. No, my tea not for sale. You will go out there now, you pay for everything out there. So I just wanted to make that point clear. I believe in putting it together. But if you don't want to do that, you want to live our roommate, then we not share. I can't just be you my tea for what? I beg you, yeah. Now your tea for you want to take care of it. You know
Then when I ask you to give me money to go fix my nails, you tell me what time you will pay my money back.
Yeah. And my tea, now your tea, before you take care of your tea, you know where it is to take care of a woman. I beg you, yeah.
Actually, love covers everything. Once you love your wife or love your partner will definitely love you back. But if you don't show that woman any love or respect, she won't love and respect you. You understand? So that's why it boils down too. And secondly, we talk about communication. You have to communicate with your partner. If there's anything going on, it don't matter how she will accept it. It don't matter how she takes it. But once you communicate with her, I think the world would be better. The marriage, the relationship would be better. So let's say, Beno Anderson say, we've been let's go through some comments here in a little bit here and see what's going on here. Sarah said, this married couple that are having problem with these issues is because they lack confidence and do not respect or believe their partners. Rufus, you think so?
She's right.
That's Sarah's. That's Sarah's.
That is true.
That was Sarah's.
Yeah, he's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's the fact. There's no even in about that. That's the fact.
We lost it where the whole thing lost. We lost it where love comes in, honestly.
So Bendo say here it should not be put in together. She's saying that both of your income should not go to the same account here. That's her belief, and we want to respect her belief, right? She said it should be put together. It should not be put together. You have your own, and he has his own, meaning both of y'all got 2 different accounts. Then bills money put in together. If not, there will be trouble in Soweto.
I don't agree with her. Once the relationship starts like that, it's a problem. I think
Beno is the kind of wife that believes her money is her money and her husband's money is her money.
I agree. I just think what my thing is, if she wants to do it like that, good. But for me, I don't believe in that. We all have to want what we want. And most of the time, happy when some of the women, let me tell you, a lot of the time happy like that when a woman making so much money and she got a good career, she wants to come like that with a man. Most of the time it happen like that because she feels she make too much money now. She wants to tell the man that I keep my money, the bill will bring it. Let me tell you, you want a man to support you, you want a man to be your defender, you want a man to be, I don't think it's right. But that's if you're working out for her relationship, good. If my own working out for my good, we all will have to see it. Just once you bring it up and it works better for you guys, wonderful.
So Sarah said here, many women do not know their roles in marriages and lack of respect to their husband. That brings up many conditions with rules from the husband because love speaks with action of responsibility. You think because the country in that French people, that French speaking country, that your rules and rules bringing rules to your wife. Why would you want to give your wife rules and regulations in your home?
He already like a child.
Sarah's is my precious say for me as an individual, I do not have any problem of doing 50-50. Lucky you, man. Don't call me one day and tell me say that thing you are talking that true. So bring me on. I sent you the link already, Paulina boys. I sent you the link. When you're telling your husband to put money together, do you get aggressive with him or talk to him nicely so you guys don't fight for that? Some men, they just don't understand. Some men, they just don't want it to happen. You
For
can
me,
come
I
in the
talk
nicest
about it
way.
before we even get into it. Those are things
Yeah,
that
you
you
talk
need to
about it
communicate
before you even get into
before
marriage
even
or
marriage,
relationship.
so you can know if it is going to work or not. That's something to discuss. But it's just that people are not truthful. You talk about it, you get married, and everything changes. You know, some people will talk about it, but they wait for you guys to get married, and then everything you talk about, they change their mind. But
Rufus
it
Precious,
always you can
Precious.
communicate before you get. Like my husband can say, I'm a man, I get the right to change my mind. That's what he says. So
Well,
like I
then
said,
I'm a human. I'm a human too. I got the right to change my mind. I got the right to say no.
exactly.
Precious, any man who does that,
And I home and ask my roof no Rufus man keeps things than women. So then I home and ask my boy. He will come back on that Liberia for us.
no, no, no. Someone keeps calling my number. They keep
Tell
the
them to
call keeps
start.
coming.
Tell them to stop that
Yes.
thing.
Any man who does that, keep things like a woman. You are not a woman. You need to check yourself. You're not a man, rather. You need to check yourself because, mind you, a man who keep things like that, you will always say your mind and let go. Anyone who does that, come on, trust me, that person is dangerous to the extent you must be careful with.
Sarah said Rufus only a deaf and blind man can keep marriage by closing your eyes and ears.
Oh yeah,
That's true.
Sarah,
That's true.
Sarah
That's
is so
true.
right. He's right.
But for me, I'm the kind of person I do not go for options. I do not go to my friends for options on my relationship. No. I make my decision. I don't even make decisions in marriages. I make choice. I believe in choices because I know that decision has condition. Yeah. So, oh my God, and I easy here today.
I gotta get my charger, my phone going there.
Okay. Okay. So, yeah, you don't have to. You do not call that. com- Okay. Oh, and I easy here today. Runoff is back. Runoff is back.
Okay. Yeah. So I think Jojo was addressing the issue. Then I mean, I went off because there were calls coming in. So
Mm-hmm. Yes, so yes, you were saying something and Jojo had to address something. So you can continue where you left.
yeah. So for me, I mean, as I keep saying, right, we have to try to draw the demarcation. Is it about what the woman contributes, or is the amount that is the woman is asked to contribute that is the issue? For me, it's two ways. We have to be able to say that, you know what, based off on the fact that we are working to manage our life, we have kids we have to take care of, We have responsibilities we have to live up to. This is how we'll manage our finances. I think it should be an understanding on both ends. It shouldn't be somebody should not be compelled to say you have to do this because you are also working. That I don't subscribe to. This should be like the finances should be managed by both members of the family. Like, so, the man is making bringing in X, Y, Z. The woman is also bringing this. So the understanding is before we even spend X, we have to come to an understanding. Like, you know what, we're putting this together. This is what we'll spend for this. This will be for the mortgage. This will be for the bills. This will be for our savings. This one will take care of the family. So if that is what the marriage is about and there's an understanding, then I don't see where somebody is being compelled. What I see and I sense is that I think our ladies have come to a point where somebody raised this earlier on in the conversation. When women are in a space where they are doing more or they are earning more, some of their partners like kind of feel threatened. It's not
I
all
said
men.
that.
Yeah, it's
I
not
said
all
that.
men. It's not all men that are threatened when their partner is doing well. You understand? What I would like to say here is that some women also have taken advantage of the fact that because they feel they are doing well or they are doing better than their spouses, they go on and live lives. They try to disrespect you in so many ways. I mean, we can also divorce ourselves from that. That is a reality we have to face. So if this is happening, it shouldn't be. It will be unfair, very unfair to the men to say it's all everything about this situation is just pushed on by the men. No, I think we have to face reality that in some cases women will say, look, if you do X, Y, Z, I will do this, I will do that. But I don't see a situation where a man will be compelling that if this is what is happening, then you, the wife, you have a point to say, look, if this is what it is, you also have to do X, Y, Z. But I think we are saying one part of this, we are just looking at one part of the coin. We're not looking at the other side. Honestly, we're not looking at the other side. This is both ways. The woman, there are instances that the woman is indisposed. The woman is not in a position to do anything at all. Does that mean that the husband should say, because you're not contributing anything, I'm not going to take care of you? No. So what happens if the woman is at the top there, and the man is not in the position to support the way he's supposed to? Have you heard the number of women who disrespect their husband because they are not at their level? Have you seen the number of women who will say, "I'm the one bringing everything to the table"? So, so it happens on both ends. So I think if we are one-sided with the conversation and say, "Look, it's all men who are always asking for that," then we're making a mistake.
Yes, to a point, I agree with you. But like we said previously, before you came on, we said it's vice versa. We are not only saying about women, and it's not only about men. Women behave that way to their husbands, and husbands behave that way to their wives as well. So we are talking about, both men and women. We're not just taking up for the women here. And we have a comment here, Sarah saying that Muku saying that men hiding money, sending it to Africa, while women taking or money, spending it on their family members, and saying it's our responsibility to take care of their parents as well. Well, I don't know who the women are saying that, but I'd never tell my husband, my significant other that it's his responsibility to take care of my parent. I think, like you said, joint, husband and wife. I know you, my husband, and we are doing this together. I know it's our responsibility to take care of our parent, but you will not go behind me into the account and take the money and send it. You won't say nothing to me. And when I go and ask about it or mistakenly come across a receipt, then it's a problem, Saros. So that's what I'm talking about. Any responsible man will not wait for the wife to cook, clean, and take care of the children before it's done, because with or without her, he will still do that. Well, it's you. Speak for yourself. Speak for yourself. Some men will not do that. In the diaspora that we live, we go and work extra hours double. We come back to this Saturday and meet somewhere else, arguing about politics with your friends while the kids' clothes are all here, and your wife just came from doing 16 hours and she's about to go back to work this afternoon. So speak for yourself. There are men who do these things. There are men who misbehave. There are men who have no help. There are men who feel that we women is our responsibility to do everything around the house, Cyrus. So when you speaking on this platform, speak on behalf of yourself. Jojo, are you ready?
We are speaking from experience. If it is not something that we know, we will not talk about it. We know that these things happen, and every home experiences different things, you know. So yes, some men are really good with helping their partners with the children in the home, yes. But some men are not. They feel like housewife is only for the woman.
You see, Cyrus, this is a very good point. Very good point. In this comment that you just raised, not really, Moko. Many women that are married not to the person they love, but based upon personal reason gains, best known to their self, and change once they receive their gold. It happens sometimes. A lot of times people, let me talk about women. I think a lot of times women get married because we feel, oh, I'm reaching this age, I need to settle down, I need a husband. Some women, like most especially in Africa, women who cannot afford to do things for themselves, they get married to a man that they're not in love with because of the financial support. There are women who come to this country as well. They get married to men because of some, benefits. And we all know, I'm not going to say that on social media, but there are some women who come to this country, or some men who come to this country, get married for some benefit as well. So you're not lying, and I'm not going to disagree with you on that one, but that's the fact. Not a lot of people that are married to the person that they love. There are some who are married because of the benefit, because of the benefit they have gained in a relationship, or they can gain in a relationship. And that's just what I said. Yes, so yeah, so the, Rufus, hold on, let me unmute you. Yeah, Rufus, you are saying something?
Like I initially stated, right, partner, those kind of marriages are contractual marriage. You see as a contract, so anytime you can break it.
So, but Rufus, maybe one partner entering into this marriage not because of contract. They are entering into the marriage for love, but you don't know the heart of a person who pretends.
Now, listen, what God can do. I'll ask the question, what God can do?
Well, the same Bible says it. The heart of a man is desperate and wicked. Who can know it?
No man knows it, but God knows it. So this is it, right? God won't give his servants to eat. Oh my God. God won't give his serpent, God won't give his serpent to eat. That's why it is always good for you to see God's face in all that you do. He said, seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all other things. He said all other things shall be added unto thee. If you see God's face, God knows your heart. He knows the desire of your heart. So he will grant you that desire. What is best for you, he will definitely give it to you. So God will send you a lifetime partner, a partner who will compliment you for you, who will see you as you, and not to be as someone that you are not. If you are the kind of nagging type, God will send you a person that will cope with your nagging.
Rufus, so let me just come in a bit, right? It is, I think if we were not careful, we'll actually move from what we're discussing. But I just want to say something to what you just said. If it's
Hey, Lapira, then I humble ask you
about us waiting on God, I don't think a lot of us are unable to wait. So sometimes people date probably few months, and they think that they've seen. I'm not talking about pre the marriage. I'm talking about during the marriage, already there. So I mean, let's look at where you are already in the space. People getting married for other reasons than what it was meant for also do exist. But we are looking at the conditions that exist within the marriage. So for us to look at as to whether you have waited on God or not, that's another topic for another day. What I'm trying to say is now either you've waited or you've not waited, you are already in the marriage. The things that happen and affect the marriage would affect you regardless. You understand? So the point is, how do we manage the expectations of each other? How do we draw the line between what is expected of the man and expected of the woman, knowing that we are coming from one continent that sees the man and gives the man the role as the head of the home, regardless of wherever we found ourselves, that African tendency will still exist in us because that is who we are. So how do we reflect that in another man's land, knowing the conditions that are prevailing? For instance, the man will go to work, probably sometimes we don't even see each other during the course of the week. There is no time for the two of you.
While we're waiting for Randolph to reconnect, Rufus, this question, this comment here was when you talk about communication, where the parents can communicate with the kids, and she's saying that in the Liberian community, they will beat the children for asking such a question and say, "Don't even ask me a question like that again." I don't agree with that. We are in the modern world and we are in the Western world.
That's why you see our children are going astray. That's why you see a lot of children going astray because they don't have that parent to children relationship. You see a girl child will grow up, she prefer telling her personal things to outsiders or her peers than telling her own mother. The mother should build a relationship with her girl child so that will enable her to tell the mother what she's going through. What if, like a girl child? Now, I have two girls' children, right? I'm not too much into them when it comes to their personal hygiene, stuff like that. But what I normally do here is that I ask them these questions. Like the other day, I was having conversation with my kids. I ask them, I say, when you grow up, what do you want to become? And my daughter the other one was bold enough to tell me that she wants to be a medical doctor in the Marine. So if I had not had that conversation with her, I wouldn't have known that is her ambition. So if you, the parent, won't have that child to parent relationship or conversation, you must have it. That's why you see in Liberia, most of our children are going to school, they are taking in drugs because they themselves, the kids do go through their own strenuous time. You have their friends bullying them. Their friends will say a lot of things to them. So you, the parent, when you have that kind of conversation with them, you try to clear out the doubt that they do have in their minds about things that their friends are saying to them. Because most of their time is being spent with their friends at school, in the community, than you, the parent. So there are a lot of things they take out from those friends and those parents that you, the friends and those guys in the community, that you, the parents, don't know. So your communication with them, your frequent communication with them, you get to know the level of understanding when it comes to things, when it comes to the movement.
So true. Yes, Cyrus. What one Sarah and I read again? Sarah, that one I true. Sarah, me, I'm not even doing the other bride price and directing with you yesterday. It's been working for 20 years. Okay, been working for you, Benu, for 20 years. So, Patricia, how can I call? Patricia, you can call me on Messenger if you want. Just call me on Messenger or call my direct line and I will put you on live. I believe women have money more than men. Why responsible men keep money for a future problem? Okay, that's how you feel. So, but anyway, guys, it's an honor and it's a privilege. We had a great conversation, and we're not going to end this conversation. There are some people who have been struggling to come on, So all I will tell you guys, watch up for next weekend. We will continue this topic. We do that graduation season. Everybody go on. Hold on. Rufus, I will mute you a little bit. It's graduation season. I know everybody's getting ready for the graduation season and stuff like that, but we definitely will continue this conversation. This conversation, a lot of people going through it in the marriages, the relationship in Africa, in the diasporas, and just name it. Not only in America, because so and we say congratulations again to all our graduates, to everybody who walking down the stage this graduation season in the US and in Africa. And congratulations to my son, my confident partner, Tikamu Dodo. He will be graduating in the degree of mass communication journalist. And hold on, Rufus. He will be graduating a mass communication journalism. You know that Tikamu has been the one helping me run Let's Talk About It with Moko online platform as well. And he lives in Liberia and he helped with the humanitarian work. So Tikamu will be graduating from college on the 29th of April. I wish I could out of this month. I wish I was there, but not. So congratulations to you. Shout out to you, Tikamu. Mommy is very proud of you. The young woman, I got her son who her age. Y'all don't play with me, oh. I got big picture, oh. So congratulations to my
And the way your son was talking today, if your son continue to talk like that or act like that, you will be a very good husband. So I hope you know your word. You stand by your word. Congratulations from me.
Rufus,
Rufus?
And everything. Oh, you're talking to Rufus? Oh, Rufus, I'm talking to Rufus. Oh, don't worry, man. Rufus, me, I'm waiting for Rufus marriage. Rufus getting married in August 8th. Rufus is getting married August 8th. Let me announce that.
Where August?
July 8th, the man refused to wait for me. Then my partner said, hey, Rufus, can you carry the team to August? Then I beg you, Rufus said, oh, Muku, I can't wait no more. So, but anyway,
the man can't wait, man. The man found the one. Go for it, baby. Go for it.
Congratulations.
Who found the one for a good thing and a team fell from God.
Favor is your portion, Rufus, and I wish you guys blessings, in your lifetime journey. And I just make sure you don't call me to tell me you're tired with our marriage, because we'll rock it, we'll bring it on, talk about it.
I saw the face. I've been through a lot, and you know the story. So I need not to be around here telling that story to you. God in himself. We try our human way to make things work. It did not work. Now we decided to wait on God's time. And God grant our high desires.
Yeah. And I pray, sometimes we get into marriages, it's the wrong one, and people have to leave the relationship and wait on God's time. And I always believe in the word that said the fullness of time. So when the fullness of time reaches, you will know, you will sense it, you will feel it, you will believe it, you will know it. And it will move. So guys, we said this bring us to the end of our broadcast. We said thank you. Watch up next week. For those of you who we could not reach to your comments, we say we apologize, but watch up. This will continue this topic because this is killing our relationship all over the world. We're talking about people not being gifting their partners. And I want you guys to know that when we talk here, we don't just talk about women, we're talking about men's side too. So this brings me to the end, and I will turn it to Rufus and Jojo to give their closing submission, and then we'll call it a day.
Thanks everyone for coming. Go ahead, Rufus.
Yeah, you wrap up. Yeah. Thanks so much for the opportunity afforded me, and I feel so humbled as always when I'm afforded the opportunity to have these discussions, because mind you, I always tell people when the minds are developed, the eyes will appreciate the works of the hands. So when we start to develop the minds of people in our little wee way, like Muhammad Gandhi said, the difference between what we do and what we are capable of doing, we solve this to solve most of the world's problems. So you have the ability, you have the time, you have all of the basic knowledge to share with others to work on themselves. And, there are a lot of people going through this kind of a situation in their marriages, in their relationships, but taking up the time to share your own experiences with them, it helps to develop them and make them wonderful in this life that we are living. So I always tell people, there are two things we'll always be remembered for in this life: the problems we create and the problems we solve. And we must take responsibility of two things. And what are they? Our fortune and our misfortune. Because in union, strong success is sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jojo.
Thank you, Rufus. Thank you. And we want to say thanks to every one of you for coming on this topic. We will continue
Hey,
next
Rufus,
week.
don't forget, oh, you coming back, oh. It's always
We
a
will
pleasure to have
continue.
you.
We will continue next week, and we are going to go by time because I know some of you come on late. We're going to put our time and respect the time. So those of you who like to come on late, the time we're going to stop, we are going to stop. And we are very sorry for the comments that we did not bring up because our show, we want to be committed on bringing everyone into everything. So we're going to start it that way. We will make sure we talk about every comment. And if the topic is going to be 1 hour and a half and 2 hours, it's going to stop at that 2 hours. So we will try to put it up there, even if the day before, and tell you the time it's going to start and the time it will end. And if you want to come in, and we will stop at that particular time, no matter how hot the topic is. And thank you again. And we love you guys. And thanks for your support.
And thank you so much. Happy Memorial Day as well. And let the barbecue begins. Bye-bye. Have a blessed and fruitful holiday and the rest of your weekend, Rufus. Talk to you later.
Bye-bye.